Hello, good people. Welcome to Raw Vegan Rising. My name is Shane Sterling. How are you doing? So glad to have you on this video. Welcome. I wanted to talk about juice fasting, and juice fasting is often misunderstood. It's not a diet, it's not a lifestyle, it's an intervention. It is best used to remove mucus, biofilms, and waste out of the GI tract. It is best used to reverse inflammation and degenerative conditions and disease out of the body. It's not a problem to remove the fiber from whole food temporarily in order to get these results of transitioning the gut, flushing the gut, healing the gut, okay? So it's not necessarily intended to be a diet or a lifestyle. It's intended to help our body get back from really bad situations where we're stuck. We don't know where to go. The medical narrative can't help us. Juice fasting is miraculous. So these are 7 signs you need to do a juice fast. Number 1, you get colds and flus. Colds and flus are not normal. We should not be getting colds and flus. I haven't gotten a cold or a flu since I've been raw vegan, which is over 2 years. We think we get colds and flus from viruses and bacteria that we pick up from work or from school or somewhere in our environment, but that's not how it works. When we detoxify with juice fasting, we get cleansing symptoms that are very similar to cold and flu symptoms. Why is that? Because the body is eliminating waste. Why would we feel like we're getting a cold or a flu when we don't have one? Well, because we've misunderstood what colds and flus are. And that is our body trying to eliminate waste. And the viral loads and the bacteria loads that we pick up from our environment can add extra waste in the body. These virus colonies are born and they grow and they die off. It creates a lot of waste. And so that will not allow the body to eliminate properly. We'll get sick. The same with juice fasting and cleansing. If we're doing a juice fast and we are, in a detox mode, we're having cleansing symptoms, there's a lot of waste coming out of the body. The body's trying to eliminate. We're taking a break from digestion. All of a sudden, the body has extra energy to focus on what it needs to focus on all the time, which is eliminating waste. And it never gets a chance to eliminate this waste. So finally, when we do a juice fast, the waste starts coming out and we get the same symptoms as cold and flu. But this is good because once we eliminate that waste, we can go back to a whole food, raw vegan diet and never have to put toxic load back in our body, like processed foods, meat and dairy and eggs and grains, all the heavy cooked foods and cooked oils. These cause a lot of acid waste in the body. So as long as we're putting in whole, fresh, alkaline foods, we're not even going to need to do a juice fast really more than one time significantly. We got to clean out the bowels to help the body eliminate properly. And we have to focus on the 5 organs of elimination, which are the bowels, the intestines, the lungs, the skin, and the kidneys and the liver. So juice fasting supports all of those organs. It's really pretty simple. If we are getting colds and flus, we need to do a juice fast. Number 2 is allergies and food intolerances. I can't tell you how many times people say, well, I can't digest fruits and vegetables, so I don't eat them. That's the opposite of what you should be doing. If you have food intolerances to fresh, whole food, raw food, you need to strengthen the body up. But the first step in strengthening the body to process and assimilate and utilize whole raw foods is to clean out the gut. If you have allergies and food sensitivities, the problem is in the gut. And cleaning out the gut thoroughly one time is going to make the most impact possible for allergies. Okay, there is impacted waste inside of your GI tract that's been in there for years, decades. It could be 25 or 30 pounds of waste that could come out while you're doing a juice fast. Imagine what all that waste in your GI tract is doing for your allergies and your food sensitivities. That's what it's caused from. So allergies of all kinds, even allergies to pollens and allergies to dust and mold. You don't have allergies on a raw vegan diet. You don't have allergies when your body is fully clean and alkaline. So Allergies and food sensitivities are a really great sign that you need to do a juice fast. Number 3 is skin irritation. When we're talking about skin irritation, we're talking about acne, eczema, dermatitis, dandruff, psoriasis. All of these things are basically chronic acidosis in the body, waste backed up. What we're not eliminating, we are accumulating, and it becomes painful. It becomes red, bubbly, itchy, scratchy, flaky. All of these symptoms are simply just acid waste in the body, acids needing to come out. When we have an imbalance between our acid and alkaline chemistry in the body, we get toxic symptoms, and the skin is one of the major organs of elimination. So we're going to see it on the skin. We have to realize the 5 organs of elimination are where we're going to see that. That's why we get congestion in our lungs when we are detoxing or we have cold and flu symptoms, because the lungs are a way that we expel acids and waste. So we get congestion and mucus to protect from the acids. Well, the same goes for the skin. When the acids are trying to come out the skin, we are going to get the rashes and the acne. And it's so unfortunate in our modern medical narrative that tells us that acne is hormonal or whatnot, when it's diet related. It's going to be diet related. It doesn't matter if our hormones are, out of whack as a teenager or whatnot, because if we were eating raw foods, it would put our hormones back into balance and alignment. It's not hormone imbalance. It is toxic load in the body that can't get out. And what's the number one way it needs to get out? It needs to get out the bowels. That's how it needs to get out. That's the number one organ of elimination. So we need to do a juice fast to flush the bowels and start the process of healing the body, healing the skin. And chronic skin inflammation that has bothered you for years, that has stumped your doctors, is a sure sign that you need to do a juice fast. Number 4 is anxiety and depression, and also other cognitive issues in the brain fog, tiredness, just general sluggishness in our thoughts and our mood, because 95% of the serotonin in our body comes from our gut. Our gut communicates with our brain. It produces all the feel-good hormones, and the quality and the condition of our gut is absolutely essential for having a positive mood and feeling good and having clear direction of where to go in our life, and feeling like we're taken care of, feeling like that we have a divine purpose on this planet. Make no mistake about it, when we are bogged down by junk foods and meat and dairy and animal products and all this cooked garbage in our GI tract, it harms our gut microbiome. It harms all these wonderful colonies of bacteria that are our friend. 98% of the DNA in the human body is not human DNA. It's microorganisms. So we are really dependent on the microorganisms. We are the microorganisms that make up our body. So we have to treat them right. And they don't want cooked meat, and they don't want animal products, cheese and eggs and bread and pasta and fried foods. They don't. They want fresh, living foods, greens, fruits, juices, living foods that come directly from the sun, directly from Mother Nature. And when we put those into our gut, it heals us. It heals us. Now, it can be hard to transition. It can be hard to eat just fresh, raw foods when we come from these dense cooked foods like that. So what do we need to do? Well, we need to do a juice fast to clean out our bowels, to get our body ready to eat a healthier diet and lifestyle. We only need to do this one time to clean out that food tube completely to where no more waste comes out. If we can do that, we can heal our anxiety and our depression and our cognitive issues and our brain fog and get on with life and feel that connection in our life and feel inspired by life and wake up every day stoked for our opportunity to be present and to serve the world and to see how we can make a difference. If we only knew how important we were on this planet, each one of us, we would do a juice fast immediately. We would clean out that gut immediately. We'd get off these bad moods and bad ideas and bad thoughts and these bad habits that we have, and we'd get on with it. and we would figure out how to spark ourselves, get inspired by life, be completely alkaline on raw living foods, and just, inspire and help in every way that we could. That's what we would do. And if you're not experiencing that quality of life for yourself, the first step is doing a juice fast. The first step is getting out of your own way, cleaning out the gut, and getting inspired by life and eating whole raw foods. That's it. Number 5 is addiction to food, drugs, alcohol, caffeine, tobacco, all of it. Our addictions are being driven by our gut. And when we are weak, when we can't resist the temptations to do these bad habits, when we can't fight our food cravings, when we can't fight the addictive nature of drugs and alcohol and tobacco and caffeine, it's because our gut is weak. We're not eating the right foods. If we only knew the power of raw foods to heal our gut, we would have a much easier time getting off of these toxic chemicals that ruin our life because they don't serve us. When we start putting fresh living foods and juices and doing a juice fast into our body, it resets the neural connections. It resets the gut completely. It's like having a superhero race to our side to help with these nasty addictions that are attacking us. It really is like a divine intervention because the power of the divine creation, the power of Mother Nature's living hormones, oxygen, enzymes, nutrients, water, all in the fresh living foods. And when we flood our body with that, it just helps us function. It helps us feel strong. It helps us feel capable of kicking our addictions. It's not a problem to get off of caffeine, but we need to replace it with something. Replacing it with fresh juices is an amazing way. And if we do a juice fast and do a one-time intervention protocol to get off of these addictive substances, it can really help. It can really change our life, set us on a trajectory of positivity and feeling good about ourselves, being free from all these addictions. Food is the biggest drug known to man, and it's invisible to us. We don't realize it, but it certainly is. So the quicker we can get on past our food addictions, the better, okay? And if you're struggling with addiction to junk food, caffeine, tobacco, alcohol, any of that, that is a sure sign you need to do a juice fast. Okay, number 6 is chronic digestive problems. If you have chronic digestive problems, the number one thing you need to do is clean out the gut. There can be impacted waste in your gut that's been there for decades. You can have impacted like sulfur deposits from pharmaceuticals and antibiotics that have been plaguing your whole life. Chronic digestive problems usually are accompanied by pain, like chronic pain in your joints or migraines or something like that. All of this is related to the gut. And if you eat mostly healthy, thinking that why am I plagued by these digestive problems? I'm eating mostly healthy. That's not going to do it. If you've never cleaned out your gut one time all the way thoroughly, where that food tube is completely cleaned out, you're not doing it. You're not ever going to get the results. You got to flush it out until no more waste comes out at all, and then start over. Start with putting fresh living foods back in to your digestive system and allow time to heal the gut and to build a robust microbiome. Chronic degenerative conditions often include inflammation. So you might struggle with digesting fiber, even raw fruits and vegetables. If that's the case, a juice fast is even more important because it gives digestion a rest. Okay, it allows the digestive system to take a little break and to heal and to regenerate. And then you can slowly bring back in the soft, tender fruits and vegetables that allow your gut microbiome to grow while not irritating the bowels. Okay, this is the way to do it. And if you have really chronic IBS or something, you need to do a juice fast for a long time. Juice fasting can be something that can be done quickly, like within 30 to 40 days, or it could take longer, like 90 days or 120 days, or multiple 90-day juice fasts in order to completely clean out the gut. And people with really chronic diseases and degenerative conditions and nagging health problems for decades and decades, most likely this is going to be caused from a seriously impacted gut. There can be waste in there that is causing these problems, anaerobic environments for all these bacteria to live and to direct your cravings and to cause the acid waste, because all these bacteria, they live and die in there. They're contributing to the waste. These parasites in your gut are contributing to the waste in your body. And what we're not eliminating, we're accumulating. So you got to trust the power of Mother Nature. Intervene one time with a juice fast. Remove the fiber, completely allow your body to take a break from all digestion, and you're going to heal those chronic digestive problems once and for all. It's a no-brainer. Problems in the gut, give the gut a break. Juice fasting is the way to do it. Number 7 is you're cynical, pessimistic, and afraid of change. These are the real reasons that you want to do a juice fast. Because if we're pessimistic and cynical about life, that's because we've never even eaten probably the right foods in our entire life. We were raised on junk food and bread and hot dog buns and ketchup and mayonnaise out of the fridge and things in jars and boxes and bags and packages. That's what leads to cynicism and pessimism, is not the right diet. When you eat raw living foods, it sparks your mind, sparks your neurotransmitters, heals your gut, cleans out all the biofilms and the mucus in your body, and brings you into alignment with your divine purpose. It just does. If we're feeling cynical or pessimistic about life or afraid of major changes, it's because we're just not eating the right diet. We're not in alignment. So the number one thing we want to do is start with a juice fast, okay? Clean out that food tube completely, one time only, in order to help your body transition to a healthier diet and lifestyle. This is the key. Once you do a juice fast, it's going to reset your neural associations. It's going to reset where you even feel like life force and sustenance even comes from. It doesn't come from hamburgers and hot dogs and pizza and soda. That is for sure. And what we're asking our body to do when we eat foods like that is inconceivable. And no wonder we're pessimistic and cynical and afraid of change. It's not what we're designed for. So let's take a cue from Mother Nature, eat the raw, fresh, living foods. And, if we start on a raw vegan diet for a month, say, and we're eating whole raw foods for a month, and we're like, wow, I feel great. Eventually, we're going to hit a crossroads, okay, where we're not feeling so good anymore because we're starting to, detox, and the waste is starting to come out. And all of a sudden, these toxic loads are coming through our blood, our kidneys, our liver, our lungs, our skin, our bowels are not able to keep up. That is the time to do a juice fast. Go deeper into detoxification. That's why people fail on a raw food diet, because they try eating raw foods, they feel great at first during the honeymoon phase, and then they start to detox and they think, oh wow, raw foods are making me sick. Raw foods do not make you sick. Raw foods make you detox off of sick foods. So you got to clean out that gut to help that process. Jump into a juice fast one time to clean out the food tube completely, and you can transition to a whole food, raw vegan diet a lot easier. And so that's why it's not a problem to remove the fiber from raw foods in order to use it as this intervention style protocol. This is how we do it. This is how we up-level our life. This is how we transition to a healthier diet and lifestyle. This is how we get on purpose. This is how we get jazzed about life, get into alignment with how we are designed to be. So seriously, resistance and being afraid of change, cynicism and pessimism and this kind of attitude toward life, that is an absolute sign you need to do a juice fast. Now, I'm on your side, guys. I'm on your side. I want everybody to thrive, because when we're all thriving, the better it gets, the better it gets. We can up-level this whole world if we all just start with ourselves, one person at a time. I'm really here to just say, look, this is what I'm doing. This is the version of life that I'm living. I'm eating 100% whole raw foods, organic foods, and it really does change everything. It really does. It makes you feel like, wow, I've got this. I can do this. Makes you feel like you've got a mission and a purpose. And ultimately, with the condition of the world the way it is today, with all of the fried foods and animal products that we're eating and the way we think we should be eating as humans, we need more people who are up-leveling their life with whole raw foods. So the more people that come to the raw vegan diet and experience the transformation for themselves, the better we're all going to be. That's why I invite you along on this journey. Come along, do a juice fast, get inspired, get off your, lazy, afraid butt and do something about it. So if you're ready, if you're feeling stoked, if you're like, yeah, Shane's right, I got to do this in my life, check out the ways that I've set up to help you do this, okay? I've got my group coaching membership program called Raw Vegan Heroes. This is a group of other people who are up-leveling their life, who are getting healthy as well. And there's a lot of people who are doing juice fasts in that group. If you want to do a juice fast and you join Raw Vegan Heroes, you're going to be surrounded by the mindset support and the accountability of witnessing others on their juice fasts. I encourage you to get the support you need to do this in your life, okay? So much love to you. Thank you for being on this video. Please subscribe to Raw Vegan Rising. I would love to have you along on the journey. Follow the YouTube channel, learn from me, someone who's doing it. Please leave a comment on this video. Tell me what you think about juice fasting. Have you juice fasted before? Have you experienced the immense benefits that it provides? Tell me in the comments below. Thank you so much. Give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next one.